is Evil Sierra, and I can't believe it. Welcome, wrestling fans, to another presentation by Discover Pro Wrestling. You are seeing a YouTube exclusive VIP match that took place at DPW 1, the Warmth of Warfare. And here comes our first competitor of our VIP matchup, X. And not much is known about this young man. He is a little mysterious, and you'd have to think anybody that goes by the name X would definitely be mysterious. So not too surprising there. We don't know much about this guy, but we do know that he is dangerous inside that square circle. Again, hello everybody. I am DPW announcer Nick Olson, and I'm happy to be bringing you this YouTube exclusive match right here on Discover Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe and like button. Don't miss anything we bring you here on the channel of DPW. Here comes his opponent, the Rebel, Alvin Gray. And Alvin Gray is someone who has a great success story. He represents somebody who struggled and is a great role model for anybody who comes from poor beginnings or maybe a rough upbringing. He made it, insulting you if you're somebody who's struggling in that aspect right now. He grew up running with the wrong crowds. He wound up in prison. He used his struggles as motivation. And this crowd is giving him some support right now, but he turned his life around, and now here he is in our VIP matchup here, our YouTube exclusive matchup, and he is going to face X here in beautiful Duluth, Minnesota. And again, X is mysterious. He's got the war paint, if you will, across the chest, across the face, wearing the gray and green tights there in the corner, and Alvin Gray wearing the black and red trunks here in the opposite corner, and you can tell which side this crowd here in Duluth, Minnesota is on. And here we go. X charging at Alvin Gray. Alvin Gray is showing you that speed and agility right here in the early going, able to move out of the way. And I think the one thing that Alvin does not want to do is maybe go toe-to-toe, and he's going to take the challenge, though, even though I don't know if this is such a good idea. He's going for the test of strength, and X bringing that arm down. He is a little bit more powerful than Alvin. And look at Alvin now. He is putting up a little bit of a fight here. And, oh, no, a cheap shot. Right hand. And Alvin coming right back. A kick of his own. Forearm shot by X. Kick back by Gray. And here comes Gray with another kick to the back of the thigh. And he is hitting those shots. He's laying those shots in. Those don't feel good. Irish whip. Drop down. Springboard over the top. And a drop kick. Great exchange there by Alvin Gray. And what a way to kick off this YouTube exclusive DPW matchup here. A VIP match from DPW 1. And springboard, cross body, down goes X. 1, 2, and our first cover of the matchup ends in a near fall there. 2 count, almost surprised X a little bit there. We could have had an early exit here. And that wouldn't have been good for our ratings, I don't think. We want to give you a little bit more of a show than that. So thankfully, X kicked out here. We're not picking sides, but we do want to see a good matchup. Irish whip into the corner, kick to the face from Alvin. X just not able to gain the upper hand here so far. And looking for a cutter and reversal by X. And now here come the right hands down across the temple and across the forehead of Alvin Gray. And he is not in a good way. He's got to get out of this position. And the referee, the referee here has got to stop this thing before that got ugly. That was a great job there by senior referee John Savage for stopping that here and keeping this match alive. He could have maybe thrown the towel there for Alvin. And nice suplex there by X. And a cover, 1, 2. And got the shoulder up, and oh, that is gonna leave a mark. Dropping the knee down into the shoulder is X, and now he's gonna put him into a modified triangle shoulder lock there. And now referee John Savage has got to watch the shoulders of Alvin Gray in this predicament. You see that right shoulder is off the mat, and John Savage in a great position there. And a little reversal here. Now X's shoulders now 1, 2, and almost caught him again. And we're seeing the speed and quickness play a factor, but sometimes brute power and a right hand like that is going to stun anybody. But these guys continue to exchange blows here in the early going. European uppercut into the corner. And one thing we want to mention is we've got DPW official merch that you can find at Pro Wrestling Tees store, ProWrestlingTees.com, for all of your DPW wrestling merch. We got a couple different options for you there, so check us out at ProWrestlingTees.com. Discover Pro Wrestling, and now we go back to the action here. We've got X on top of Alvin Gray, knee into the back, and he is taunting. He's showing his arrogance here a little bit. And Alvin Gray's in a bad way here. He's been able to squeak out of some of these predicaments thus far. And a right stomp right on the back of that shoulder, and X has been working that shoulder. That has been his body part of choice tonight up to this point. And as I'm sure you're aware at this point, we have crowned our first ever DPW champion. Sierra did it in a ladder match, and what an amazing match that was. I encourage you to get over to our YouTube feed here, our channel, and check out the entire match and the entire event of DPW 1 right here on our YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, it's one that you're not going to want to miss, and you're going to want to be up to date with everything that happened here in DPW when we go to DPW 2. Which, speaking of DPW2, and oh no, he's got 2 fingers in the eye socket here. He's digging in, and John Savage, you gotta break that up. And that's what I guess we're finding out a lot about X here in this matchup. He is willing to do just about anything to win a match. And speaking of DPW2, that date has been postponed due to the recent spike in COVID-19 cases here in the Duluth area. And of course, safety is our #1 concern and priority for all of our fans. As you see, Alvin Gray is trying to fight back some chops to the chest. X is taking them. And all tickets that have already been purchased for DPW2 will be honored at that new date, so don't worry, you don't have to buy anything new. A clothesline from Alvin Gray. And that new date is still to be determined as we're working with all the moving parts. I'm sure you can understand that. We've got a lot of things moving here to try to get set up a new date, as these events take a lot of stars to be aligned to set up and run properly. So the date is coming soon. Stay tuned across all of our social media channels, networks, for that date for DPW2 to be released very soon. And looks like Alvin Gray in the corner, tuning up the band here, and going for that super kick. He missed it, and underhook. Oh my goodness, what a slam. What a slam by X. 1, 2, and oh, I thought he had him. I really thought that was it. The power from X there, and that modified underhook choke slam. I don't know what you want to call that. He went underneath the leg and brought him up and down with some serious force. Now X is slamming up against his knee. Could be signifying for something here. Again, we are puzzled by this guy. We don't know what makes him tick. I tried to get a conversation with him before this event, and he didn't say a word to me. Went for the knee to the back of the head. Didn't get it. And now Alvin Gray going for that cutter, and he didn't get it. X able to counter, and we're going for he's got him up in a power slam down, almost a pump handle slam. 1, 2, 3, and that's going to do it. The power of X proved to be too much for Alvin Gray, and you got to give it to Alvin Gray here. He gave it everything he had. You see X marking him after this one, and some amazing action here in our YouTube exclusive matchup here, the VIP match at Clyde Iron 1. You see this right in the face of a fan here, right in the corner. And man, X sure is mysterious. We don't know what he's going to do. Stay out of his way. But one thing you need to do is stay in touch with us. Subscribe, like, follow everything you can do on DPW. Thank you for joining us here on this YouTube exclusive from DPW.